Right, here we go. Pokemon TV, finally. It's new hardware. Nice. You used some electricity to turn it on. Chico?
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon, and we've reached this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon. In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
Newest titles? Okay.
It's the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her feet as a new concierge, and Psyduck as they grow together through their interactions with the resort's Pokemon guests. Its charm lies in the warm visuals that can be achieved only through stop-motion
This
animation.
is my first time seeing
of Pokemon
what this looks
Concierge
like.
are in production.
I love the art
They are
style.
slated for release in September 2025. What sort of Pokemon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a first look at a few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion test footage. Just look at the personality and how they move. But there's more. For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokemon Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
They all look so soft.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
Nate is here, says, I'm stupid, I gave in.
In Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokemon Go is available. During the event, the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in
is this
great
hinting
battles
at
and
something?
elsewhere. Also, trainers will soon have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're
There's a
looking
lot of
forward
black
to
and
the
white
new
on screen
season
right
2.
now. Simulated game footage.
Let's ride this wave! Surf's up!
We're heating up! Let's give it our all!
Pokemon Masters EX!
I have no clue what that game is. I'll be real. No way. Is this the cafe game? Is it still going? What? Real talk. If anybody actually plays this, please let me know in the comments. Oh, that's adorable. Pokemon Sleep. Now. With Alarmo functionality. So strange. Hey, more Unite love. Pokemon Hospice, Nate. Jeez.
Remote Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense battles in the unforgettable Remote Stadium. A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Aeos Technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated map with updated wild Pokémon. The win condition is simple. Be the first to score 500 points.
It did not, Nate. No. No, everything's just mostly aesthetic. I believe there may be something that helps you level up faster. Once you hit a certain level, but I don't know if it's pay to win. I'm also not all that up on everything Pokemon Unite, you know, still. Ooh, that's tomorrow. Ranked matches are coming end of March. That's kind of cool. I did, yeah. I played it for a while. It's been so long though, I'm pretty far removed. I remember there being something about like being able to get some power-ups and stuff, but I don't remember what the I don't remember it exactly. You remember Johnny emptying his savings? Yes. Pokemon Trading Card Game. A new series beyond limits.
Next, allow me to share some
Here we
news
go.
about the Pokemon video game series.
Here we go, you guys.
In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Okay.
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
Interesting. That's
A
kind of
mighty
cool.
Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events. And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future.
Interesting how long they've been supporting this
Pokemon
game.
Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
I'm in the same boat,
Next.
Nate.
Please have a look at this video.
Here we go. Something new. Come on. Oh, we're going back. We're going back. That was me playing Pokemon as a kid. I'm lying. Oh, spilled the cereal. Okay, this is all good. This is all very good. Okay, Pokemon through the years. All right. Pokemon on mobile? Okay, this looks sick. have no clue what it is, but it looks sick. I wonder if that's that leaked game.
What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
Okay.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are.
A smart move.
What's
So
more,
smart.
you can also connect with Pokemon Home.
Oh, wow.
Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon games. We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world. Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de nuevos fans se unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas. Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes en sus próximas aventuras. Nos vemos pronto.
A giant Pikachu behind him was awesome.
Here's the latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
All right, we get to see some gameplay maybe? Nope, does not reflect gameplay experience. Okay, it honestly looks like these screens right off the bat look pretty decent, I would say. There's the starters. Oh, that's cool. I believe that's similar to how Scarlet and Violet were. It's morphing time. Oh, what's this mechanic?
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City,
I
the
think so,
largest
Nate.
city in
I
the
think so.
Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose City and its inhabitants.
I'm so ready.
Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's
His
CEO
partner?
Jet and
You
her
can marry
secretary
Pokemon?
Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles.
That's kind of what it looks like. There's movement now. Yeah.
Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks.
What
Swap
will this do to,
Pokemon
like,
if you need to and find the
competitive?
right moment to
I'm
unleash
curious.
a move. What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's keystone
expecting
resonates with the Mega
a
Stone
better
held by
name.
their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor. As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA. Coming late 2025.
Well, that's not what we were talking about. Bummer. What was that?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin.
We can't wait. Come on,
That
man.
concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
What? No black and white? No remakes? What? Oh, man. I thought there was going to be more. Well, that's unfortunate. Sorry, guys. What'd you think, Nate? Are you excited for ZA? Is it something you're going to pick up and play? He's like, no, not a chance. Whoa, they're playing last year's. It just started up. Well, I mean, I think ZA looks fun. It doesn't look like it's like any like major changes. I'm here for it. I think it'll be good. Nate said Pokemon is the Jehovah's Witness of presentations. They're all in suits. They're all in suits and ties. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, they've got like as a company, they have so much going on, right? So many different games that they're working on. And from cardboard to mobile. The Champions game actually seems really cool. Like, I'm wondering what's going to happen to the competitive scene within the gaming space for Pokemon, because Champions could almost take over all of the competitive scene. And the way ZA plays, I'm curious if that will still. I think it would be great if it still moved with the into the pro league or whatever it is they call it, because I'm not really sure, but I am very curious on how everything's going to go. Maybe they have their own league for Champions, and then they continue. And I don't even know, because of Legends being, or ZA being a Legends game, right? Will it even be considered for competition? Maybe they're a little more loose with the battle mechanics and stuff on this, because it's not going to be in the competition, or like, it's not something that's going to be like people are really training for, and there's going to be a meta and all that kind of stuff. I'm very curious, because I don't think anything happened with Arceus as far as like people playing that game competitively. I think it just was Sword and Shield and then Scarlet and Violet. So just have to wait and see, I guess. Just have to wait and see. But I think the mechanic is kind of cool, being able to move around while you're battling. I mean, I think it's I'm here for it. I think it'll be fun. So I have no clue about those starters. That little blue dragon looked pretty cool. That's probably who I'll end up going with, but I don't even know what their evolutions look like. So I'll have to take a look and see. I feel like a lot of times I like to go fire, but the real question is Nate gonna actually pick this up? Is Nate or anybody else in chat? Are you guys big Pokemon fans? You plan on playing any of these games we just saw, or is it just something to pass the time? Cryptic says Champions is going to be cool. Maybe it will bring more people into the competitive side. Still disappointed the OG games never get mentioned. But I'm still patient. But I'll still patiently wait. Yeah, the way they were showing Black and White and Go, plus the way they started that presentation for Champions, I was like, yo, it's happening, right? But it seems like what's happening with Champions is it's like, hey, get all of your Pokedex that you've ever, or all your Pokemon that you've ever collected at home, and now you can start building your teams. The teams could be honestly pretty crazy, right? Like, and I imagine there's some people that have some somewhat rare Pokemon and stuff like that maybe are a little tougher to get. So, is there going to be a meta? Is it going to, like, I'm so curious on how that's all going to play out. Nate says that seems so little for only having one show a year. Yeah, it's. I mean, they announced one new thing, finally give us information on the main game that's coming out, but they've built such a foundation with like Pokemon Go, Sleep, Pocket, Champions now, and the MOBA also, Unite, that like they've got things that they can just continue updating. Maybe if Switch 2 is already out, we would have heard something else. So, maybe they're still, but they're going to just focus on ZA at this point. Like, and I think it's worth noting the fact that they said late 2025. All I will say is don't get your hopes up. I think they're going to let this one cook as long as they need to make sure they do not have the same issues they did with the last one. And not giving it a solid date means that they don't have to the delay is less of a blow if that happens. But I think they are being, I feel like they're being more cautious than maybe they have been in the past, because they want to make sure that they're releasing something that is essentially of the quality that everybody would expect from them. So, we'll just have to wait and see. But my expectation is that it gets pushed to 2026. I hope that's not the case. Looking at chat here, Cryptic says, Josh, they said late 2025. What do you think about the 3D Mario then? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the game's doing well, and the dates are all because of all the new Switch 2 titles coming out. So maybe there's a lot of shuffling going on between not only Pokemon, but the potential massive third-party support for Switch 2, plus 3D Mario, stuff like that. So I still think we're going to see 3D Mario. I'm hoping for an October for 3D Mario, no later than October, maybe even as early as September. That's my hope. My hope anyway. So, HVAC Sparky says, my wife is going to go nuts for ZA. It will be on our shelf eventually, if not right away. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll get the double pack. There's no question there. Like, and I'll have a great time playing through it. So Nate says, I will say I probably will not be a day one adopter for any of that. I need to go back and play older traditional games. Nate, I can't remember. Do you play Pokemon at all? Like, is it a series that you've spent much time with? Have you played any of the ones that have come to Switch? I would say if you're gonna get into any of them, get into Arceus. Like, that's probably the one I would recommend. Either that or Scarlet and Violet. But Scarlet and Violet, like, you do just have there's some weird stuff periodically. So, but no, Cryptic, I am really hoping that 3D Mario is October, and we'll be playing something this holiday. And who knows what it's going to be, like maybe Bowser's Fury was a big hint on the direction they're taking 3D Mario, like much more traditional, but also like traditional power-ups, but far more like open, even more open than I would say Odyssey was. But what if it's just one? What if the next 3D Mario is like Breath of the Wild as far as like scope? Like you're just playing in one giant area and just exploring different biomes essentially. So Nate says, I haven't played Pokemon at all. Well, this might be your year, my friend. First Metroid, and then you also pulled the trigger on something else that was completely unexpected, didn't you? I feel like you did. Oh, you didn't like Arceus. ZA looks more polished and fleshed out. Interesting. I think for me, I started to. It's one of those strange things. Like the Pokemon games are so cookie cutter. Are so cookie cutter that I was excited for something like fresh, and I think that's what pulled me in with Arceus, honestly. So, yeah, the link cable in the trailer, I mean, I get it, but I think everybody watching at that point, their expectations shot through the roof. Like, we're finally getting the old games. And then they showed a phone, and I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. The thing is Pokemon is completely primed for mobile. Like, you could play the traditional games on mobile. Like, especially like just modern remakes of the older games. And you think about how much reach they would have with those. Obviously still make them for the Switch and get them on Switch, but like you put those traditional games on mobile. I know right now there's people that emulate Pokemon on their phone. It's not like you need like a controller really to play those. Just the touch screen is more than enough. So it you can see them going more towards that. You know, Champions is going to be that, and you know, Unite is already there. They've got so much other stuff, and maybe part of it is that it moves switches, right? It moves switches, but put the brand new games on Switch, put some of these older remakes on mobile, they'd probably sell like crazy, like crazy. So, but yeah, seeing that link cable, it got my hopes up high. You know, then seeing the N64, I was like, okay, like, are we seeing something for NSO at this point? But Cryptic says, does Pokemon ever show games outside of Pokemon Presents? Maybe that rumored Pokemon collection is a Switch 2 direct tease. That's a good question. Like, I'd have to go back and watch some stuff. I feel like Pokemon's been in E3 presentations, but I don't know if it's deeper dives into games that were shown on Pokemon Day. But I feel like it's more than once a year that we get some kind of Pokemon Presents. Let me see if let's see here. Just taking a quick peek if somebody's got like a list. So it looks like, yeah. So I mean, you've got a Pokemon. They used to call them directs, and it's looking like for 2022, it was February and August. 2023, February and August. 2024 was just February. So when they first started in 2013, you had January and September. Then 2016, you had February. 17, you had June 6th, which I think that's E3, I'm pretty sure. In 2019, you had just February. 2020, you had June 16th. What if it's a typo? But they also have June 24th, which is crazy. Pokemon Presents 2021 in February 27th, and then August 18th. Yeah, so it's looking like if there's enough for them to be announcing, we get 2 a year, which is what I felt. I'm like, I feel like we see at least 2 of these. So maybe they show already announced stuff in the directs, possibly. And again, I think I think once Switch 2 launches, there may be. I mean, ZA's been in development for quite some time. Maybe the next mainline game is coming to Switch 2. I just don't know exactly how they shuffle their teams, you know. So, Cryptic is asking, Josh, do you play TCG Pocket? I'm excited for the new set tomorrow. My wallet is wasting fast, but with ranked coming, I finally have a reason to battle. I was just opening packs for the longest. I need to I don't do it daily like I should. At least get the free ones that I could get. What you get 2 a day. I was opening. I signed up for I think I paid for a month of the membership, and was opening on the regular. But it's just something I need to just make a habit of it, because I oftentimes forget. So, but I think it's really fun, and honestly, going to PAX Unplugged and even the other PAXs as well, and sitting down and learning how to play the card game, it's really fun. Honestly, I really enjoy it, which I know it doesn't really seem like something I would probably get into, but I even bought a starter set to be able to play more. I just never ended up doing it, but I think I totally see the draw. If I needed one more thing to throw money at Pokemon, collecting Pokemon cards and playing the games, I would totally do it. It's a lot of fun. I typically just scratch that itch once a year, or twice a year, or maybe 3 times a year, depending on how many different PAXs I go to, and play the game and then get the pin. So, And last year at PAX East was really cool because Nintendo was like, they brought me over to the Pokemon area and actually sat down and played a competitive battle on Scarlet and Violet with me. One of the employees was my coach, which was really, really fun. So Cryptic says, I also wish I was still into Unite. It was fun in the beginning, but lost its appeal. It's one of those games that I think Unite could be really fun if you got a group of friends and you literally did a Unite night once a week, right? And you get together and you just like really understand. Like, I feel like Unite would be the most fun for me if it got the absolute most competitive. Like if I understood the mechanics, I understood the meta, that's where I would have the most fun. I don't really care about like the stuff that's coming out, the battle passes, that kind of stuff. To me, I assume it's the same kind of draw with League of Legends, like where you see people just like, popping off and getting real hyped when cool plays are happening. That's what it's the same draw for me with like Smash, right? It's just the competition of Unite. Like if I could do one night a week where I just sat and played with 5 people on the team, and it was all about just really learning the ins and outs, and I don't feel like it's a super, super deep game, but I think to get on a real high level, you would have to really put some time in, which that would be super appealing to me. That's what would make that game super fun to me. To just play it casually and just with randos, it has no appeal to me whatsoever. Like, I want to either play something like that at a high level, or I don't really. It doesn't have, because you could literally have like 2 people on your team just screwing around, and then you lose, and that takes a lot of the fun out of it. So even one person not putting in the work, and it can take the fun out of it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's see. Cryptic says, overall, I think it was a good Pokemon Presents. Champions, ZA Info, and Pocket were enough for me. I think as Switch 2 comes out, these Presents will get better and better. Oh, I think next year is going to be insane. I think next year's going to be insane. We're going to be coming off of the hype of the Switch 2's first holiday, and then Pokemon Presents is going to show up and just be like, get that hype back up, because here we go. Like it's a calm before the storm, and they're still doing a ton of cool stuff. I think they're still doing a ton of cool stuff, but it is the calm before the storm when it comes to Pokemon right now, and that's okay. That's okay. We got a lot to look forward to. So, well, I'm gonna wrap this thing up right here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and making these lives so awesome. I will see you tonight for another NPC Nintendo News Daily, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.